Shortest basketball player in the world.
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
AI Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I've been curious. Who exactly is the youngest swimmer in the world?
Oh, I'll tell you. Alzin Tarek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on our Impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Top of the morning, sports fans, top of the morning, listeners, and welcome to Sports in a Jiffy on your most exciting breakfast show, the Morning Passion on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. Our sincere apologies for starting behind schedule. You know we always promise and we deliver. All is in a bit to serve you better. But yes, your early morning sport tonic is still here. 7 to you fast, a lot of facts, and we make it compact to your listening pleasure. Tip to all of the major stories that are currently making the rounds in ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. Tuesday edition today, the 24th day in the month of September, year 2024. Super grateful God for the gift of life. It's such man that I can keep track of this update and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are live on our Facebook fan page at Impact Radio 102.1 FM. You can join us on our YouTube channel at Impact 102.1 FM, as well as X from Twitter at Impact 102.1 FM. To the switch of the back of the net right now, let's get the show on the road. I'll be starting with talks coming through from the home front as regarding the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And yesterday we confirmed to you that the date have now been set for the AFCON 2025 double header that is going to be featuring the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Mediterranean Knights of Libya. Yes, it has been said that the first leg of the match is going to play at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium right here in Nigeria on October 11, and the second leg we played just 4 days after, that is on October 15. And now, according to the news that is going around now, it's been said that there's a change of venue from the Libyan side, and ahead of the October AFCON 2025 double qualifying fixtures, the Libyan Football Federation (LFF) has now appointed a new manager, Nasser Al-Adiri, to lead the national team, succeeding the Serbian coach Micho, who was dismissed in the past few days after the team's negative results against Rwanda and Benin. Coach Al-Adiri is going to be assisted by national coach Abu Bakri Al-Arak, while Misbah Shanga will be the goalkeeper coach. While the national team await an important match on October 9 against Nigeria in AFCON qualifiers, the head of the LFF, Abdul Hakim Al-Shamani, said in a press statement that the LFF had already concluded its agreement on everything with the national coach Al-Adiri. And then, still talking about that particular fixture, Zambi said that they have moved the game to Benina. Benina is like an AstroTurf stadium compared to what we have all around. Well, we hope that the Super Eagles player will be able to adapt to that pitch right on time. And talking football on the show this morning, let's talk about the CAF Confederations Cup. You already know. As it stands right now, Nigeria now only has just one representative on the continent. We had 4 representatives at the start of the preliminary round. 2 at the CAF Champions League, 2 at the Confederations. But it is right now 3 down, just 1 to go. Talk about last man standing. You know, righty. And the only last man standing is Eyimba FC of Aba. And yes, Eyimba International have now been given just 1 week deadline following the completion of the preliminary round of the Confederations Cup. The Confederation of African Football has issued a deadline to all the qualified teams, including Eyimba International, on registering of their players at the Prince Elephant. Don't forget that on Sunday they reached the group stage of the competition after the 3-2 penalty shootout victory over Etoile Filante of Burkina Faso, and the draw is set to be done on October 7. That is when Eyimba FC will get to know their opponent in the CAF Confederations Cup. Still talking about the CAF Confederations Cup, it's been said that Enyimba have now been put in pot 3. African Soccer Governing Body releasing the pot for the qualified teams for the group stage of the competition. Enyimba is among the 16 qualified teams for the group stages of the competition. The People's Elephant was placed in pot 3 alongside ASJ Giraffe, CS Constantine, Bravos Demokos, Lunda Suliat, Orapa United, Black Bulls, and Stellenbosch FC. While in pot 1, you have the likes of Zamalek, RS Bakeni, Simba SC, USM Ojas, while pot 2 has ASEC Mimosa, Stade Malien, Al Masri, and also CX Facet. Away from that talk right now, still on the home front, let's go straight into the University of Lagos, where we now have the FASU games on the way. Don't forget that FASU is being hosted by Lagos State University and also UNILAG, and this is in continuation of the 11th All-Africa University Games FASU, where the University of Lagos yesterday defeated Nkumba University of Uganda 2-1 in the football events of the ongoing 11th African University Games in Lagos. Chisom Odile will open the scoring for the host in the 7th minute of the game, and the first half ended in UNILAG's advantage. The boys from Uganda came back strong in the second half to equalize through Henry Mukasa in the 52nd minute. Don't forget that UNILAG lost their first match 0-1 to University of Development Studies, Ghana. And now, Team Uganda, knowing that a draw would see them through, employed delay tactics, which did not deter UNILAG, who were desperately looking for the winning goal. And also on Monday, the defending champions in the football event, Kenyatta University of Kenya, also defeated University of Ghana 2-0. KUK scored 2 goals in the second half through Prince Omeda and Joshua Kinchincha. With this victory, KUK leads their group, having recorded a draw in the opening game. And according to reports coming through, the KUK's coach, Joseph Rama, mentioned that his team played well and deserved to win. We'll still be bringing you more updates coming through from the All-African University Games, the 11th edition of it. Don't forget that the games will be going through from 20th to 29th of this month. 1,500 athletes from 43 countries are right there at the University of Lagos, and also some sports will be held at the Lagos State University as well. We're looking forward to an amazing tournament right here in the city of Lagos. Away from that, right now, going into other sports this morning, let's talk about the world of boxing. Still from the back of the crack of the loss to Daniel Dubois. Got knocked down 4 times in 5 rounds. Not too good for Anthony Joshua, by the way. But then the former 2-time heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua has now been urged to retire from boxing following his knockout defeat to fellow Briton and Daniel Dubois this Saturday. The call came from former boxing champion Pierre Nassim Ahmed, who believes Joshua should bow out of the sport after suffering his 4th professional loss. Speaking to newsman Ahmed, who I'm going to be quoting right now, said whether he can or he can't, he would prefer him not to. He's had his day in the sun like we all have. He's done great. He won amazing world titles. Let's defend them. He's earned enough. Listen, he should bow out gracefully, and that is done. According to 34-year-old Joshua, who also dropped multiple times before the powerful right hand in the 5th round ended his bid to return to the pinnacle of heavyweight division. A defeat has raised questions about his future in the sport, but Joshua has dismissed the idea of retirement. In a video that was posted on his official Instagram handle yesterday, AJ came out and said, guys, you know what? If you got beat once, what do? Do you surrender? He said, no, you have to go strong. And says, you know what? You start from where? Start from your mind. Okay, we're looking forward to see what Anthony Joshua has got in store for us, and we're looking forward to Anthony Joshua getting back to his best. Still on the sport this morning, and then we're still on the home front. Let's go talk about the world of cricket, where Nigeria has now reached under 19 Cricket World Cup qualifiers semi-finals, and Nigeria took another step towards picking Africa's second ticket to the 2025 ICC under 19 Women's World Cup in Malaysia by upsetting bookmakers' favorite Zimbabwe in a hard-fought 1-wicket victory on Monday to book an early semi-final spot. Nigeria and Zambia faced off on the back of their respective wins in the first round of matches, and the game proved nervy for the junior yellow green. And as it happened against Tanzania, Nigeria lost the toss and Zimbabwe elected to bat first, leaving the junior yellow greens to run rings around the batters with impressive bowling numbers. Still sporting a Jiffy right here on 9 Radio 102.1 FM, taking you to the very best of stories that are currently making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. Whether you're an early riser or someone who loves the thrill of the game, this is the right place for you to be, because the early bet has gone all around the world to catch this course, and I'm more than willing to serve them to you just the way you like it. Don't forget that there's just a rule to it, and that is to make sure that you're logged in and logged on here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Keep your own end of the bargain, and you're sure you're going to enjoy it, because yes, definitely I'm serving it to you, and it's Sportilicious one we are going to be having. Still talking football on the home front this morning. The Nigerian National League (NNL) yesterday said it has concluded plans for a pre-season seminar for coach and media officers in the league. The pre-season seminar is set to be held immediately after the league's yearly general meeting that is built for Bauchi. NNL chairman George Aluo, in his own words, says they are excited to have the pre-season seminar for coaches and club media officers to prepare them for another season, and the event will come up immediately after the league's AGM in Bauchi. The prison seminar will be held at the Remo Star Stadium next month, and that is going to be in Ikenne, Ogun State. And away from that now, let's go back to Europe straight up and taking you through all of the news that are currently making the rounds across the globe. Let's start from England. We'll talk about Manchester United, and it's been said that a proposed generation of the area around Manchester United Old Trafford Stadium could generate about £7.3 billion. That's about $9.7 billion to the British economy, according to an economic feasibility study commissioned by the club. However, Mayor of Greater Manchester Andy Boham said yesterday that no public money will go towards the project. United are considering whether to pursue a £2 billion plan for a brand new 100,000-seater stadium or develop the existing 74,000 capacity Old Trafford. Boham has backed ambitions to develop the stadium alongside a mixed-use neighborhood featuring apartment blocks, shopping centers, and new public transport stations. A global advisory firm Oxford Economics reviewed that the generation project could deliver 92,000 new jobs, more than 17,000 new homes, and an extra 1.8 million visitors per year to the area. We're looking forward to see what Manchester United have got in store for us, and the project is being spearheaded by United co-owner British billionaire Jim Ratcliffe, who bought a minority stake in the club earlier this year. Away from that right now, we're still going back straight into Europe, and don't forget on the Sports Up Show yesterday evening, we told you about something special that has now happened to Everton. As it stands right now, Everton now have a new owner, because definitely they are going to be the 10th club in the English Premier League who are going to be under the ownership of an American owner. A significant development for Everton Football Club. Blue Heaven Holdings and the Franklin Group have confirmed that they have reached an agreement for the sale of the Blue Heavens majority stake in the club. This transaction, which aims to usher in a new era for Everton, is currently awaiting regulatory approval from the key governing bodies, including the Premier League and the Financial Conduct Authority. In a separate report, Fahad Moshiri's Blue Heaven Holdings has agreed to sell its 94% stake to the Franklin Group, and it has confirmed subject to regulatory approvals, according to news reports emanating from the United Kingdom. The Monaco-based British-Iranian businessman is the majority owner and board member of the EPL team, Everton. Friendly owned by the US tycoon Dan Franklin, is also a majority owner of the Italian club AS Roma. Meanwhile, a statement released and posted on Monday on the club's website and X account also confirmed the news. Good times coming through for Everton, and we are all here to soak it in for them. Of course, talk about historical club in the English Premier League. I talk about Everton, guys. This is going to be their 122nd season in the English Top Flight League. They've never been relegated. Even when you talk about changing names to the from the Barclays to the EPL to the Premier League, they've been ever present, and this is one thing you want to continue to see every now and then in the English Premier League. So talking about the EPL this morning, let's go straight to Merseyside. I'll talk about Liverpool, where Liverpool manager Arne Slot has now provided an update on goalkeeper Alisson Becker's injury status, while the club faces mounting pressure to secure Trent Alexander-Arnold's long-term future amidst his stress from European giants. Alisson, don't forget, he missed Liverpool's recent 3-0 victory over Bournemouth and is still on the road to recovery. Slot confirmed in a pre-match press conference that the Brazilian keeper will not be available for the upcoming Carabao Cup fixture against West Ham United. In Alisson's absence, Kwame Keller stepped up admirably, keeping the clean sheet against Bournemouth. The Republic of Ireland international is now set to start again in the cup tie, with Arne Slot praising his capabilities as a backup option. The manager's update suggests a cautious approach to Alisson's return, highlighting the importance of the world-class goalkeeper to Liverpool's ambition across multiple competitions this season. Still Sports in the Jiffy on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. And I'm here to potential all of the major stories that are currently making the rounds in the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sports. This morning I'm 72 in bits and in pieces, just the way you like it, citizens. I'm sure you do. Let's quickly go straight into the world of tennis this morning. Before I go to tell you about all of the matches that will be going down in the world of football, because a couple of matches will be going down today and tomorrow. Also be seeing a couple of Europa League matches as well. In the world of tennis, in the WTA, Aryna Sabalenka said earlier today that she wants to cap off the stellar year by returning to the top of the world rankings. The world number 2 is the top seed at the China Open this week following the withdrawal of top rank Iga Swiatek, defending champion, because of undisclosed personal matters. Fresh from winning the US Open, Sabalenka can take a last steps towards overhauling the poll at the top of the rankings with victory in Beijing. But the 20-year-old added that she's not trying to focus on that, also trying to focus on her own game. There's only 3 tournaments left before the end of the 2024 season in the world of tennis. The 3-time major champion first became world number 1 a year ago before being usurped by Iga Swiatek. Sabalenka will be playing for the first time since beating Jessica Pegula in the final in New York earlier this month. She has a bye in the first round. Pegula also will be featuring at the prestigious 1000 WTA hardcourt event in Chinese capital, along with fellow American Coco Gauff, 4-time major champion Naomi Osaka, and China's Olympic champion Deng Xinwen. The competition is going to begin tomorrow, and also a men's ATP 500 event will run alongside the women's tournament. Still talking tennis on the show this morning. Not too good as another former Grand Slam champion is now out of the Beijing Open. Emma Raducanu, guys, has pulled out of this week's China Open in Beijing because of a foot injury. The 21-year-old Briton had to retire injured from a Korea Open quarterfinal in Seoul on Saturday because of the issue. Raducanu's name appeared in the Beijing draw when it was released yesterday, Monday, before she withdrew shortly afterwards. In a statement that was posted on her official X handle, she did wrote that I sprained some ligament in my foot, which unfortunately needs some more time to heal. It means I can't play in Beijing, but I hope to be back competing as soon as I can. The world number 54 was due to face a qualifier in the first round, with Chinese 5th Zheng Xinwen potentially waiting in the second round. And away from the WTA, let's go talk about the ATP right now, where Rafael Nadal has been included in Spain's squad for the Davis Cup Final 8 in November. The former world number 1, who is 38 right now, has been added alongside world number 3 Carlos Alcaraz, Roberto Batista, Paulo Carabana Busta, and also Marcel Granollers. And Nadal has not competed since the Paris 2024 Olympics, where the 2-time Grand Slam champion was beaten in singles by Novak Djokovic and lost in the quarterfinals of the doubles after partnering with Alcaraz. He withdrew from the US Open in August and last weekend's Lava Cup because of fitness concerns. Our 6-time champion with Spain, whose most recent success came in 2019, will be facing Netherlands in the quarterfinals starting on 19th of November. Away from our tennis talks right now, straight into the world of football, and giving you a rundown of the matches that will be played between today and also tomorrow. A couple of matches in the English League Cup, where Chelsea at the Stamford will be hosting Barrow, Manchester City at the Airtel Stadium will be hosting Watford, Walsall will be hosting Leicester City, while Combe Wanderers will be hosting Aston Villa. And away from the English League Cup in the Spanish La Liga this evening, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, Sevilla will be hosting Real Valladolid. Valencia will be hosting Osasuna, while Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu will be hosting Deportivo Alaves. And in the Italian Serie A, Atalanta will be hosting Como, and in the Coppa Italia, at the second round of matches, Lecce will be hosting Sassuolo, Cagliari will be hosting Cremonese, and Torino will be hosting Empoli, and that is in the Italian Serie A. And tomorrow, a big day for a lot of teams, especially those that will be parading themselves in the UEFA Europa League. But before that, there will be a couple of English League Cup matches where Arsenal will be hosting Bolton Wanderers at the Emirates Stadium, while Liverpool at the Anfield Stadium will also be hosting West Ham United. And for the UEFA Europa League, big games coming through, especially for Manchester United. I will be hosting FC 20, Midtjylland will be hosting Hoffenheim, OGC Nice will be hosting Real Sociedad, AZ Alkmaar will be hosting Elfsborg, Bodo and Glimt will be hosting Porto, Anderlecht will be up against Ferencváros, while Dynamo Kiev will be hosting Lazio Roma, and Galatasaray will be hosting PAOK. Hopefully, Victor Osimhen is going to be on the score sheet this time around. Don't forget that since they made the move to Galatasaray, he's had 2 assists, but no goals just yet. and then he needs the goals to get his adrenaline rushing already. In the Spanish Liga tomorrow, Girona will be hosting Rayo Vallecano, Barcelona will be up against Getafe, while in the Coppa Italia in Italy, Pisa will be hosting Cesena, Udinese up against Salernitana, Genoa up against Sampdoria. Sports in a Jiffy it is, and I'll be 7 minutes in a Jiffy. Here's where I quite a wrap on the package this morning. Many thanks to you all for being a part of the show. If you want to join us tomorrow morning at same time, 10 a.m. down to the flip side of 10, at 72 in beats and in pieces, your early morning sport tonic are getting in tune for a great day. Stay with us as the morning power show continues. Omobolade Oladipo is here to take you through the rest of your morning. Our Sports Hub returns tomorrow between 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of rage, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews. Audi Jajibo is signing out this morning. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. The most important thing I want you to do is to go out there and be the best version of yourself. Don't forget to be kind to people. Do have a blessed and highly favored day. Good morning.
This